Hi guys, Chris from Parabolic Signals here. Welcome to this week's update. Today is Monday, July 19th. So, if we look back over here to this time date, and I've got a time frame to which I am measuring this particular drop. Here we are still following this black line. Okay, now I've got a date of August 4th here. Nothing has really changed from last week's update. You can see there was this kind of fake break to the upside, and we are now pulling down. Now I want you guys to kind of just understand these particular moves that are coming here in the next couple of weeks are extremely hard to time. Okay, although I have a date of August 4th, to me looks like some type of recovery. Okay, so there could easily be this, what I call these stabbing events, and these stabbing events are correlated to many other data sets, particularly when it comes to the stock markets, the US dollar, etc., etc. So nothing has changed. We follow this black trend line. Again, the stabbing events could happen right here, they could happen right here, and they can stop at this point around August 4th to about August 10th, and then we start this recovery process. If you look back at the dates here, there was this resistance point happening on the left side. So what I see coming is that because this was such heavy resistance and we broke out, that it's now going to act as support. Okay, this trend line that you see here will start to act as support rather than bring the market much further down. Now, having said that, you guys, if the stocks fall farther than I think, there could be a wick down to 17,000. Okay, so you see this over on the left hand side. This too is acting as support. Okay, we are finding a lot of support at this level. Here we are finding also a lot of support. Okay, at the 28 to $30,000 level, there's a bit of a buffer zone happening here where there's a lot of support. You see a lot of touch points here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc., etc. There will be a ninth touch point, but at some point here, guys, in the next week and a half, there will be some stabbing events that will bring this, that I believe will bring this down lower. So nothing has changed there. So now if we look at TFUEL, let me just see here. If we look at TFUEL, I believe that this is a very strong indicator of about what's going to happen. I believe that Bitcoin is sitting right about here. Okay, when I look at the indicators and I look at the support structures, if you look at this over here, this represents kind of like a 10-point bull flag. I won't get into explaining why that looks like, what that looks like, but we are headed down to 10, this being 9. So when I see what TFUEL is doing, it's kind of leading the pack. Now, if you guys want an entry point for TFUEL, I'm looking at around the 15-cent range, somewhere around here. You see what happened here on this wick down? So I'm looking at about anywhere from 15 to 17 cents, and you now have your buy order range for TFUEL, because I believe when Bitcoin drops further, it's going to drag TFUEL down. Now, you can place buy orders anywhere from 20 cents down to 15 cents, because it could also arrive down to about 12 cents, somewhere around here. So 11 to 12 cents is as low as I see it going. So if you're trying to put in, say, $1,000, you can ladder in your positions at 20 cents, right? So 20 cents, 18 cents, you know, 15 cents and then 12 cents. 12 cents is where I see the absolute low for TFUEL. I do not see it going below 12 cents. So again, another catastrophic event would have to bring it back down to around 5 cents. Like a really catastrophic event. I don't see that happening. So you guys can just ladder in your buys starting at about 20 cents. That's TFUEL. KSM, let me just see here. Come on. Doing this on the iPad, you guys, is a very disastrous thing for me. I cannot wait. Let me look at KSM to get back to my regular computer to do that. Okay, let's take a look at KSM. KSM is kind of following. Now, when we see this stabbing event, you see the MACD down here. This is a lot of disgusting sideways action, and you guys are going to see that in Bitcoin. So don't freak out when you see a stabbing event down to 28,000. Okay, don't worry about what that looks like, because there's still going to be a period of time where there is a certain type of recovery that will happen. So if we look at KSM, let me just see here. Just got to get a further view of it here. Okay, so my next line for KSM is 134. So 134 is the absolute low, and you can ladder in your buys if you're looking to get into KSM. Okay, so right now we're sitting at about $1.59. The absolute low I see is $130. We could wick down to a 120. Okay, we could wick down to 120. So I see that as support. And before we create the next cup, okay? So look out for those numbers. We're sitting at 162. You could ladder in down at about 145, 130, and then the absolute low is like 120, somewhere there. Okay, guys? So that's KSM. BNB. No, that's not the one I want. Where are we here? We can use. Hold on. That's not necessarily the one I want. Nope. What am I doing here? BNB. Nope. Forgive me, guys. I'm trying to look for. Oh. Yeah, that's definitely weird. Okay, so BNB. So we touched down, I believe it was about 212 here. So we could easily wick down to 200 for BNB. Anything at around the 200 range for BNB is a good buy. Okay, if you're looking to buy into BNB. There is, again, that possibility that we could wick down to here. Remember this resistance point I was talking about? It acted as resistance, will now act as support. Okay, so there is a possibility that BNB will see 150. $143, okay, before we resume. So, but there's a lot of holdings at BNB. So the lowest I see right now is at a 190. So I would ladder in your positions at around 200, 200, about $210 going down. So 210, you start to ladder in your positions when you see Bitcoin dropping. And then again, the lowest of the low of the low I see is about 150 before we start to recover. That's BNB. Let's take a look at Link. That's not the one I want. Link. Okay, let's take a look at Link. Link is a funny coin. When it comes to Link, okay, I have a major support at $10. So anything under $12 is a good buy for Link if you're looking to get into Link. Okay, guys? So this is the absolute low I see for Link, which is around $10.45. I do not see anything below that. If there is something below that, that would mean that the stocks are the stocks are really wanting to take a tank. So you're gonna see a slice down here, I believe, to around the $10 level for Link, and that is where, because remember, we've got a lot of support here at this range right here. Okay, so this is where Bitcoin is sitting now. This is the buffer zone. I believe Link has already made this move. So if I look at Bitcoin where it is in comparison to Link, it's sitting right there. So it has already front run the market, just like TFUEL. So you can see the stabbing event already happened. We are moving sideways. One more stabbing event, we recover, and we're back up. Okay, so the lowest of the low. Again, I cannot give you guys financial advice. I'm just telling you what the signals are. So anything below between $14 and $10 is a good buying opportunity. Okay, that's Link. Let's get into Ethereum. I think I gave my signal for Ethereum, but right now I believe there will be a stabbing event down to, I shouldn't really call them stabbing events. That's not the image that I want to give to people. But that's what the market makers love doing. Okay, so I've got a lot of support here at 1468. Okay, so 1468, possible wick down to 1250. Possible, okay? Possible wick down. So you can, again, ladder in your buys in the next week and a half here, then a recovery, and we move back up, okay? So that's Ethereum. Yeah, 1460 is where I see the low point, possible wick down, recovery, back up. That is Ethereum. Let's look at THETA. THETA, again, another funny coin. So here we are looking at $2.80. Okay, so anything that we see happen here, again, this is where Bitcoin is. Okay, the stabbing event already happened here in THETA. Come on. This is Bitcoin. Okay, this is front running the market. So there's already 1. We're gonna see a little bit of recovery here, and then 2. Okay, so anything around the $3 level is a good buy for THETA. Okay, in the next week and a half here. So 280 is my absolute low for THETA. Something would have to really badly happen to bring it below $2. So anything at around this level, you're going to find lots of support here at 280. So you can, again, ladder in your buys. There will be some type of recovery here, and then sideways, and then down. Okay, so if I draw this up for THETA, there's some sort of recovery here, sideways, down, and then sideways, and then recovery. Okay, so 280, 284 is my absolute low for THETA. Let us get into Polkadot. Polkadot. And again, you guys don't have to worry about whether you're buying Polkadot at 12 or 10. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of support here at $10. Okay, lots of support. Again, this is following more along the lines of Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin comes down, you're gonna see a roughly $9 dot with a possible stabbing event down into $7. Okay, let me just correct that a little bit. Yeah, $7.48 is the absolute low for Polkadot. Again, you can ladder in your buys. I believe 10 will be support, a bounce, a stabbing event possible down to $7.20. Let's look at, I think we covered them all, right? Ethereum, BNB, yep, that's it. So any questions, you guys? Those are your signals for the next week and a half. Again, I will be pushing these signals when I see these events start to play out. There could be some type of relief here, little tiny relief coming in the next few days, and then ugly sideways action, and then the stabbing events happen. So we still got lots of time, you guys. Don't worry about this particular time frame. I will show you guys the bottoms. But again, like I said, you can ladder in your buys. Whether you're buying DOT at $9 or $7 is not really going to affect your overall portfolio, okay? I'm just trying to show you guys the absolute bottoms. And then from there, we can then make our way up in a 60-day cycle. There will be a 60-day cycle to which I'm working with, where I can then show you guys the tops and where to exit the markets on all these particular coins. Thanks again for joining me, guys. Any questions, just follow up with me in the Discord.